Hey everybody, Weem here. Welcome to Avorion. This is a game that I just started playing. I've gone through the tutorial and I'm really enjoying it so far, so I thought I'd better bring you in here. It was just released a few days ago in early access by Boxelware. The Steam reviews are actually really positive right now, and I had a friend of mine mention it to me. He said, hey, this thing is on my radar, what do you think? And in looking in it, I was like, yes, let's do it. So basically, their description of it is a procedural co-op space sandbox where players can build their own spaceships out of dynamically scalable blocks, fight epic space battles, explore, mine, trade, wage wars, build your own empire, things like that. I just noticed this thing, it says F5. Check this out. It actually cycles through different ships here, but let's jump into here. Single player, we're going to create a new world, and I had a test one there you saw a second ago, so we're going to say new world 1, start. Okay, here we are. You start out in this game with a little mining ship. Kind of look around here. And we need to get resources. In the upper left, you're going to see a list of resources. Iron is kind of the starter, so we're going to gather a bunch of that, and that's going to let us jump into building ships. So let's get started. Alrighty, so we're going to dig this guy out. We've got iron here. There's actually a white metal up there, and I'm assuming that's titanium. Upper left, it says titanium in white text color. I kind of want to check that out, because so far I've only gathered iron. Let's do this. We can kind of spacebar jam up here. Now the thing to note about this little drone of ours, this little mining drone, is that if your big ship, if your main ship is destroyed, this is kind of what you pop out into. So this guy, you're going to always have this guy. It's kind of your backup. So there you go. We're getting lots of titanium there. But what we need primarily to get our ship going is iron. So I don't really need a whole lot of this just yet. Okay, so there is a flag icon that appears in the upper right hand corner. I actually selected that before I brought you back here, but once you do that, that brings you in here to build onto the ship. So if I scroll out here, you can see there's an arrow. This indicates the front of the ship faces this way, and we have all kinds of blocks down here. We have some other tools as well to manage kind of the building of this, including mirroring. Let's turn that on and scroll in here. So we've got kind of this base hull block. We have some more of these here. We've got an engine, cargo bay, crew quarters, and over on the right we can see all kinds of different stats about our ship. As they tell you in the tutorial, red is going to be a problem for you. Yellow is just something to keep in mind that, you know, could be an issue. So let's go ahead and get started here. The first thing we need to do is get an engine on here. So I'm going to actually pan around the back of here, and sure, why not? Why don't we do 2 and make these smaller, and that's the wrong way. Make these longer like so. Something like this. I want to do like maybe 2 small ones. I think that's fine. You can see the cost there. So we should be good. At the very top, upper left hand corner, you can see we've got 10,000 credits, 763 iron. This is going to be 48 credits and 22 iron. So let's do that. We're going to just do something like this. Get those on there. I think we're going to do one big one. So we're going to go no mirroring on this. And just make this, let's see, bigger in some way. There we go. And I think that's probably good. Something like as large as this primary block there. Those 2 little ones are looking very tiny now, but that's okay. So our thrust right now is still in the yellow right now based on mass, so we definitely need more. I could get rid of the little thrusters there, as I just did. Let's see, and maybe we'll just go, oh, whoa, not that big. Maybe we'll do a couple that are just slightly smaller. Maybe we'll do 4. Let's see, how do I want to do this? Oh, I didn't select this guy over here. Let's get rid of you. Okay, so we've got all kinds of thrusters going on here. I was just kind of experimenting with different sizes, some narrow ones, some wide ones. I think this is probably good enough, at least for now. I may have to tack some more on based on what we add. But going through here, we do have the thrusters in for now. What we need is, or sorry, the engine. What we need now is actually to have the thrusters. This actually controls the different directional movements, so these are very important to us. Let's see, we're going to go ahead and try to make these somewhat big. Quite important to the control here on the ship. Maybe we'll put them down here. Something like that. Looks a little goofy. That's where the thrust comes out of, though. And then maybe we'll do some kind of smaller profile thrusters underneath here. Okay, so that handles the thrust. We need crew quarters. That's another important element. We actually have that here, iron crew quarters. These have windows on them. That's how we can kind of tell what those are all about. I think we're going to just stick these on the side here. And make these like, I think it could be cool if these are tall. Let's see. That's what I wanted. Almost like little skyscrapers here. So let's drag the turrets down here. Let's drag the chain gun down here and stick those here. Let's see. We want this is the gun. Wait a second. Which one's which? The turret is the single turret there. So I kind of want those up front, like right in here. I think that's fine. And then I don't know if we could put 2 of these on. I seem to recall when I made my first test ship, it didn't want to do 2. Yeah, your ship doesn't support more of this turret type, so we just have the 1 right now. I'm not sure if that's kind of a crew thing or not, but there we go. We've got that in there, and I think we're pretty much good to go. These are the basics: getting the crew quarter, the thruster, and the thrusters and the engine. So we can actually back out of here, and there you go. There's our ship. Now they have this cool thing where you can hold Alt and move your thing up and down, your view up and down, let off, and then hold it again and go left or right if you want to adjust any of those. And then if I just hold it and don't do anything, it will snap back. So that's kind of cool. But we need to do some crew stuff, which means we need to find a station to go to so that we can actually do stuff, like have miners on the ship and things like that. Okay, as we near this station, I'll kind of walk you through some things. We have some red icons up top. That's telling us the problematic areas with our ship right now, which is kind of cool, a little tool tip. We have the current energy we're using as far as for movement goes, so we're really maxing out. If I let off, this will come down. So the second bar is showing what we're trying to do and then what we're actually doing. So we're kind of maxing out here. Down below, we actually have energy the ship uses, as well as energy the ship is storing. So that's really cool. We got an indication here for the turret. Can't do much of that right now. Additionally, we can actually select things out in the world. If I hold Alt, I can actually spin my camera around without moving the ship. And you can middle mouse click things to select them. Just like I have selected this guy to tell us just how close we're getting. We also have this boost we can use here, and that kind of burns through our energy really quick, so I can't really do this for very long. Try to get us in here closer. But things are also color coded as well. So this is a green station, meaning it's a faction that we're cool with. There's factions you are neutral with, and then there's factions that you are enemies with, and I assume those can kind of change over time. But that's where we are at currently. So let's just try to get in here. It's going to take me a minute. I chose a place that was kind of farther away. I don't know that I had a closer option, but a quick glance around made it seem like this might have been it. Okay, we're going to creep in here. We've got a couple dock locations here. Let's just go over here. Try not to bump into this. There we go. Now that we're close enough, it says press F to dock. We can hit this guy and hire crew. It's what we're here for. But actually, let's back out of this. We're going to bring up our ship menu here. And one thing I added on the flight over was some solar panels, just to try and get some more energy in there, because why not? So you can see 2 gunners, 4 miners, an engineer and mechanic. Now, some of these guys are very specific. When you go to hire, you hire specifically a gunner. Others can actually be filled through a general crewman order. So 8 crew, I'm going to try to remember. 2 gunners, 4 miners. Can we remember this? We're going to see. 2 gunners, 4 miners. So what do we have here? We actually don't have a lot of options here. Let's see. 31 crewmen, 6 security. Let's go ahead and just hire like 2 here, and then we'll jump into the controls. Let's see if we remember how this works here. So we've got all these options up top. We can report a bug, tutorial. I know I haven't gone through these, so we'll do it real quick. Building mode, that's jumping in to manage the ship. We have mail, the galaxy map. I'm going to show you that in a minute. The ship menu, the player menu, and settings. We have a couple other things here as well. We can jump out into our drone if we wanted to. But let's jump into the build mode here. Actually, I'm sorry, not the build mode. The ship mode is what we want. And here we have crew. So you can see these are the things we don't have filled yet. We need to get some people in for this. And we've got a couple we can dismiss right here, fully get rid of them, or we can actually assign them into positions. And I thought you couldn't assign into engineer. I guess you can. I thought some of these guys were much more specific. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just need to hire 6 more crew, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. And maybe we are good at that point. Let's try that. 6 more crew. Something like here, hire, jump out. And that's not the menu I wanted. Here we go. What is that, by the way? Shortcut P. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Huh. Okay, well, I guess they can be assigned anywhere. When I previously, in my test world, they actually had some very specific crew. They had more to choose from than here. There was a big list of things. I think there was four more or something like that. Anywho, you get the idea. So you basically pick up crew, assign them in your ship, and now you can do things. You can see I've got these 2 blue dots, and then I had one smaller one. So we can actually mine now. That's the 2 lasers there, and fire. Now, I don't know if you can actually tell the turret not to fire, but there's not really an ammo as far as I can tell. So when you go to mine, or at least when I go to mine, I'm actually shooting at the same time. So let's go find some stuff to mine really quick, get some more iron. I think that'd be cool, and then I could show you some other stuff as well. Okay, pulling up on this guy here. Can't quite reach with our lasers, I don't think, but you can see the gun ticking off a little bit of damage there. We are going to run into this, aren't we? Ah! Oh! That was horrible, Ween. What is wrong with you? Oh, that was amazing. I've run into things before, but not that hard. That was brutal. It looks like we lost one of our mining lasers, but there you go. Gather up some of this iron. We've got an icon here. It's to say, your ship is damaged. Repair it in the building mode or at a repair dock. So that's something we can check out as well, because I haven't played with that. And in fact, you can see down in the bottom, one of my turrets, my mining turret is just floating here. So I think we just need to get kind of close enough to that. Let's move forward here. Okay, perfect. So we can actually get that back on. Okay, I've gathered the iron I need, so let's jump in here really quick. Said I needed, I think, 190 something to repair. We've got our options over here, including repair ship. Whoa, okay, so I guess that's cool. Awesome. And then we do need to put the mining turret back on there. So we definitely need that. Something like this. There you go. So we are back in business. Okay, before I move on, I wanted to actually jump in and test the coloring, because I haven't done that here. We've got the choose color option over here, so I've actually chose some darker colors here and put those in. Let's go ahead and do black. We'll see just how... Oh, that's no color. Okay, so I guess the gray is the darkest there. I did do some red there for the living quarters. Maybe we could do some orange here for the thrusters, and I probably could have turned on mirroring to make sure I'm matching this. I actually want to just do that really quick. Let's see, we're gonna go, I don't know, blue. Let's just do that. Yeah, okay, works as as I expected it would. But there you go. I just wanted to show you that, and also myself, I want to see how that worked. Okay, one last thing. I know I keep saying that, I keep thinking I'm going to hop out of here, but I've grabbed a couple new things, and they're made of titanium. And basically, if you scroll down this list, we've got a bunch of iron stuff here, and titanium is next. I realized it actually had some different things in here, like a field generator, let's see, just a titanium generator for energy. The field generator is like a shield, and then the energy container, kind of like a battery. So I thought I would actually throw some of these down really quick and see just how much they can help us here. So let's start with the shield, the integrity field generator. I don't see any kind of radius on this, but I think what we'll do is we'll just do kind of a small thing here, and maybe, like, I don't know, we'll see what this does. 162 cost, we're good on credits, and 12 titanium, not a problem. I guess we can extend this a little bit. We've got a little bit of money. We don't have to go super tiny here. Let's see. Something like that. Let's do that. Oh, cool. It highlights them. Okay, that's interesting. Huh. Now, I don't know why it's not highlighting. It's kind of highlighting through here, but I have to assume that that side is good as well. But let's go ahead and get a generator on here. We'll just kind of stick this on the bottom. And I actually don't... well, I guess we can mirror this. That's fine. Let's put that here. And then we have the energy container, and I suppose that can go down here as well. Something like that. A little exposed, maybe, just kind of sitting out there in the front. If I landed on the, down here or hit something or somebody shot me from below, I'd be in trouble, but I don't know. I think that's probably cool for now. What do we have here? Not enough mechanics. Your ship will slowly take damage, so we do need to get more crew, and we are currently weak compared to other ships. I'd like to get another turret in there, but I don't know what it takes to do that right now. So I might head back and try to get some more crew members before we go off and do anything too crazy. Okay, so I came to a nearby station. You can see it actually has a few other things. As I mentioned, they have a gunner here. So offhand, I'm not entirely sure if there's a difference between having an actual gunner man the guns and a normal crewman to nearly any position. So yeah, I don't really know. But what that does mean is I can actually bring in a gunner. Did I just need one gunner when I was doing this? No, I think it was two. I can hire two. We have the credits for that. And then basically take out, it says we need some sergeants, interesting. But we could take out the two crew and move them somewhere else. Now, obviously we've got a little bit of an issue because we need some more people in charge. Let's actually, I think we could bring this window up as well at the same time. Yeah. So the gunners here, we can actually close that out, go to the crew, go to the gunners, so we can unassign these guys, for example, which opens up the two spots. And maybe now we can actually, so here's a sergeant. Let's see, we can assign that guy there. So we actually have a sergeant now. Let's go ahead and close that out. Let's see if we can get this going here. Yes, we need to hire. I need two gunners. You must be docked at the station. Did I move too far away here? What's going on? Thought I was close enough to this guy. Maybe you have to be at the 0 on the dock. There we go. Okay, try it again, Weem. We're going to hire two gunners. Cool, that has happened. Really have to stop doing that. I end up wigging out the ship when I try to move to pick up a menu, or to grab a menu item. Okay, so we hired the two gunners. They're in position. That's great. We got the sergeant in there. So we actually could use a mechanic here, and we do have an extra crewman, so we'll go ahead and assign. So that actually rounds things out a bit. Again, I don't know if... and now we have an extra... two professional gunners level 1. Interesting. Okay, so that kind of tells me that they are going to be better than just a standard worker. But I don't know why we have more. This will dismiss the crewman. He'll be gone and no money will be returned. I don't know why we have 3 of 2. I thought I actually had pulled that back to 0. Will this dismiss all of them? Okay. 1.5? How do I have 1.5 workforce? Oh, that's terrible. One of these guys is no good. Okay, so let's see, workforce per unit 1.5. I'm really not sure what's up with that. Let's dismiss again. Okay, so we're back. We're at straight 0 now. I'm really just curious about this. We're going to go ahead and hire the two gunners here. I know it's kind of wasteful, but I'm actually just really curious about this. Okay, so we must be getting some kind of benefit or something. I'm not entirely sure. Workforce per unit. Maybe that's just a total number of workers compared to the two here, so it's kind of like you're getting help in some way. I don't know. But we are good. We are not missing anybody, so I think we're pretty well set for now. We've got an issue here. Your ship is overpopulated. Build more quarters to support all your crew. We can do that pretty easily. And we still are getting the message that we're weak, so that's going to be something I'll have to try to contend with. But let's cruise out here a bit and build the quarters. Let's see, we've got... Now I can actually jump in here because we have titanium quarters, right? We do. Like maybe we could just kind of add some cooler quarters here. And I'm probably going to need to really protect some of this a lot better. Okay, let's talk a bit about exploration. We have this sector that we're in. Something just popped in over there. There's lots to do here. We can be mining things. There could be enemy ships we could go after. All kinds of stuff like that. There is trade, and I'm not entirely sure how that works right now. There are these symbols next to some of these locations, and the tutorial did not cover that. So I'm not entirely sure just yet what those mean. Some of them are near rocks, some are near stations, so I'm not exactly sure. But while we do have things in this sector, we actually have this big map. Check this out. So we're currently in this sector. I believe it is called a sector. And then each one of these blocks is another sector. Anything within the blue area here, these lines, we can kind of jump to. So we could, for example, right click here, enter the coordinates. Let's go ahead and do that. If we back up, on the right there in the blue text, it says the nav computer is calculating the jump route, please stand by. Now when that appears, it says it's been calculated. We can actually hit spacebar and go there. So let's do that. We'll just change sectors real quick. Okay, so there we go. We've now popped through here. If I bring up the map, it's centered around us, but you can see this is where we came from. So we would have different things out here. You can see that it even looks different out here. It was blue before, and now it's very reddish. I actually don't see anything immediately around us as far as asteroids or anything, but that's cool. Now let me do something else here, show you something else. These lines, these are basically... there are, what are they called, like portals? Like wormholes, essentially. These kind of things you can jump into. And I think that's what these lines indicate. I actually went into one time, and it seemed to put me in the sector at the end of one of the lines. So eventually, if I pan out here, look at how much there is here. It's massive. There's so much space here. And in one of the videos I watched, the guy had explored kind of this much area, and it just looked like a ton of stuff. But I want to kind of talk to you about something else as well. Let me jump out of my ship. So I've got the little drone, right? This is the little guy. If the ship got completely destroyed and we needed to fix with iron, we didn't have any, this is the guy we would actually hop out in and go try to find some. Now out here I don't see any. That could be problematic if you had an issue out here, but fortunately we're okay right now. But here's the cooler thing. I'm gonna actually scroll back. Check this out. We're gonna scroll all the way back here. Keep going. And there you go. We come way out to this mode. Check that out. How cool is this? But we can actually highlight multiple ships. So from what I've gathered, you can actually have multiple ships and then select them and give them orders and everything. So you can have a fleet essentially, which is just so cool to me. I'm really excited about this game. Really excited about checking out some of those features and learning a bit more about what's going on here. Okay, just out here ahead, we've got some kind of space battle going on. You can see green, those are allies, red is enemy. So I thought I would kind of get over here and help them out. See if we can get in on this action. Okay, small unknown ship, here we go. We're firing on them. Now we do just have the one gun right now. We'll try to help blast these guys apart. And if anything cool flies out, we'll be able to pick it up. It looks like he's about to go down. Sure wish I had one more turret, but he's almost down. There he goes. Anything cool? Wait, I think that's something cool. Where did it go? I lost it in the sun. Oh no. Oh, maybe I picked it up. I thought I just heard a little pop there, so we might be good. Let's see. No other enemies. Got another ship over here. Looks like they've probably got it handled, but we might as well jump in there and help. Let's see. Now the cool thing I just noticed is I've selected him with middle mouse button, and on the bottom right that's showing his ship, but we can actually see his life on there as well. I was trying to like look at the red marker out here, but that indicator down on the bottom right is a little easier when you're farther away. So that's a very small red bar there. It's pretty cool. Take this guy out. These guys really had no issue here. And there he goes, and there's the thing. He flew out here. Let's kind of zoom in on this guy. I'm assuming by the color, maybe? There we go. We've selected it. We picked it up. I looked around. I didn't see any indicator telling us what that was that we just picked up. So I'm really not sure. Maybe if I... Let's see. Not that button. Maybe if I bring up the builder, it's possible I see it in the inventory. I'm not really sure. Yeah, this might have been it. The double mining. Ooh, double iron mining turret. That's cool. I definitely like that. Let's drag that down here real quick. Can we do something with this right now? Maybe this is a thing we can use. Stick this guy. Now it's not going to mirror because I only have one, but that's okay. So we'll get an error. But can I place the one? Doesn't support more of this type of turret. Okay, well, we can select this one and hit delete. There we go. Now we have a double mining turret. It looks like we might have lost... or I thought we had 2 on here. Oh, wait. Maybe not. Okay. Let's go ahead and jump out here really quick. And do we have anything nearby? I kind of want to mine stuff here. Alrighty, we've got one here. Just going to kind of move in on this guy. Iron asteroid. Get within range. Once the circle goes green there. Whoa, Weem, no. Weem, don't. Ah, that. Oh, geez. At least I still have the mining turret. That's okay. Let's get in here and see how this does. Oh yeah, that goes a lot faster on those bigger blocks. Very cool. Okay, one last thing I want to do is jump into one of these wormholes here, see if I can show you what that's all about. Let me bring up the galaxy map. It looks like from where we are, there's a few different places we could end up going. I don't know if there's a way to know, which one this is out on the main map. You can't kind of zoom in here. I'm not really sure, so we're just going to go ahead and dive in there and see where that puts us. These are our options. North, we got a south, east, and a south. Let's see where this takes us. Cool. So we popped through on a planet, and one of the cool things is when we came through there, you could actually see this planet. And I wondered, as soon as I saw it through the portal, I was like, is there going to be a planet like that on the other side? Sure enough, there was. That is really cool. And I don't know anything about this planet. Can we select it first of all? No. We can select this guy, cargo transport. This planet, we may never get close to it. It may just be a background, as it were. It may never get bigger or smaller than that. But that's cool. It definitely looks cool. Take a look around here. Not a whole lot going on. We've got more of these wormholes, the portals here. A couple of those... 3 of them here. Actually, let's look at the map. Where did we end up going? So we popped out to this guy, and there you go. You can see we've got these 3 out in this direction. That's pretty cool. I assume maybe we could give this a shot. We've got a a left, a center, and a right out here, and here we've got a left, a center, and a right. So we could do a little experiment, right? We could jump into one and see if it takes us to the far right. Let's do that. See if we can jam over here. Burn through our power. And in we go. Okay, here we are. Let's kind of pull to a stop here, break the map out. And yeah, it looks like it shot us all the way over here to the right. Now, I'm actually seeing this giant line here. Is there one that really goes that far out? Wow, I can't even see it. It looks like it ends out there. That's huge. So there might have been the portal there I missed, but that's kind of cool. It's hopped us out here. Again, you can see this is all friendly territory out here. There's all kinds of things we can investigate. It's very cool. But I wanted to keep this kind of brief, and I think we're going to leave it at that. I do want to thank you guys for stopping in and watching. I really appreciate it. I will be playing more of this for sure. And if you guys would like to see more, definitely let me know in the comments. I would appreciate that. We may just bring some more of this back to the channel. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Okay, so here's something interesting. Back where the planet is, the pink planet here, where we had the 3 portals, and out on the galaxy map we had the really long line. I didn't know how you would take that one. There's this guy here, and it makes me wonder if these are temporary. So let's jump in here really quick, because I get the sense this is probably it. It kind of makes sense, right? Let's see just where this takes us. Well, that'll do it. Check this place out. Got some ships over there with light. Got the portal back behind us. But more importantly, at least as far as answering our question goes, here we are. We are way up there. So that was definitely it. Now what makes me nervous is that temporary? I don't know.